So I just came inside from grabbing some of my fresh basil. I actually was making sure I cut the tops off because I don't want them to think it's the end of their cycle yet. So I grabbed the top part of all of my basil and I came inside with it to dehydrate it, because that's how I preserve most of my herbs. I go from this, and I've always I have a long growing season, number one, but most of my herbs come back every year and they will be out there until, it really hits the cold weather, which typically here is December, January. So I can run out and get a fresh piece whenever I want fresh, but I bring it in like this. The next process, it ends up like this, dehydrated, and then stored in a glass jar, okay? Just wanted to quickly show you how I go from this to this. So when I first bring my herbs inside, I clean them off. After I got it all washed up, stems and everything, I do not take my actual herb leaves off of the stems. I find it easier to dehydrate it like this because it's easier to take all the leaves off, especially I'm dehydrating the flower part too. All of this gets dehydrated, okay? I just want to make sure it fits on my dehydrator tray. So I just cut it down. If it's like this and it's going to fit, I just lay it down here. Okay, now this does not work well if you have a massive amount and you need to maximize that dehydrator space, okay? But I have like 9 trays and I typically dehydrate one type of herb at a time. So I actually ended up with just 4 trays of basil. Now, I could have actually gotten more. I got a ton out there, to be honest. It started pouring rain, so I just grabbed the tops and came in. Now, we're going to take it over to our dehydrator. I am at my dehydrator. This is a London Sunshine dehydrator. I said it was 9 trays. It's actually 8 trays. So I just slide them in like that. They just go in. Don't worry about if it's lumpy. The other tray will actually slide on top of it, leaving everything intact, as you can see right there. So I just slide them all in. Then just close the door and turn it on. Now, different herbs technically require a different amount of time and a different temperature. But to be honest, I always start mine off with 12 hours, depending on what time of day it is. And I don't do the lower temp. I always take my temp up to 122 Fahrenheit. My dehydrator does not stop at 120. 120 would be where I'd want it to be. Okay, so this was a pile of basil that I had just finished dehydrating. And as you can see how the stem is still on there? I like to it's just easier just to pull it off once it's dry, okay? If it's a thin little stem, I will dehydrate that too. If it's a thinner stem, I will leave it on, but they just glide right off once they are dry. Now, it is crucial, if you are growing multiple herbs, make sure you have them marked in your containers, not just say basil, because this is just regular basil and this is Thai basil. Thai basil has more of a licorice type flavor to it than the regular basil too. So you want to make sure they're separated. I use a coffee grinder. And I know y'all gonna ask about the coffee grinder, so I'll link that too. It'll probably be in the product. Both of them will probably be in the product links as opposed to just down in the description. We have 2 coffee grinders. One I use for herbs, and this one here I use for actual coffee. That way I don't have to worry about the scents getting into it. And do I clean my, no I don't. As you can see, I haven't cleaned it from the last herb. For me, personally, an herb is an herb. So this little bit of residue left in here, I'd rather guarantee that my coffee grinder or my little grinder here is 100% dry than to try to go and wash it. And even if I washed it beforehand, like when I finish with an herb, I just haven't found it necessary. So no, I don't wash it. Unless something gets in it, I keep it closed, I keep it put away. So unless something gets in it, this little thing does not get washed, okay? So I'm just gonna put enough herbs in here to fill this little cup up. And in this one, you can see it's a very small cup, okay? But it produces a lot. You can get a lot, you can stuff a lot in there and it'll go ahead and grind it. So I'm gonna fill it up and we'll be right back. I had it pretty stuffed, as much as I kind of want it to be stuffed. Put your top on it and grind, and that is all there is to it. I do shake it sometimes in the beginning, just to make sure there's nothing stuck on my actual blade. Now you can grind yours as fine or as chunky as you like. I do both. I do some chunky and I do some regular. If you can like canned food, this little funnel is the best thing to do when you put in your herbs. Now, if you don't, you can buy these. You can just buy like the little canning set, and I'll link that too on the products, so that you can have this. It has other tools in here, but this is wonderful. I do not know if you probably can just buy it by itself. If you can, I will link that as well. Okay. So we just keep repeating this process until all of our herbs are ground up. Okay, so that's how I keep most of my herbs. And I just want to do a quick announcement here. If you are a channel member, please start checking the post, the community post, because for members, the community post for members, please start going over there, checking that, because I'm going to start doing live with my members and talk about things that you want to talk about. If you're not part of the Scaredy Cat crew, come on over, because we're going to be having some fun in those lives. Okay, so I'm Pam. This is Zone 8A, and anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant.